That was a tough piece of bacon. All right. Welcome to Heart Academy for September 26, 2016. And this is the Box and Whisker plots number 1 for 8th grade. All right, guys. So in class, we did samples of how to plot box and whisker plots using the quartiles. And for homework, I believe your first homework page looks like not that, not that, not that. Still need to finish that. Okay, that's what we did in class. Still need to finish that. And that's 7th grade. See if I can find 8th grade. Voila. Starting with a 34. Let's see. I think this is the first one on your sheet. Well, yes, it is. Okay, let's get this crack-a-lackin'. I'm trying to make all this in one video. So I'm going to do a couple examples. I will do the first one. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Looks like you have 6. So I'm going to do 1 on each page. That leaves you 4 questions for homework to complete on your own. I think you can handle that. Never mind the Pepsi. All right, here we go. Y'all. Oh, that was good. Okay. Y'all know what to do first. We're going to put these numbers in order, right? Right. I'm glad you agree. Excuse me. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. And you guys are in 2nd period. And I'm already thinking about you. Trying to hold the tears back from missing you oh so much. Okay, so the first thing we do, we're going to put these numbers in order. I'm going to put them in order up here. So I'll just move myself down there. And here we go. My smallest number looks like it's 9. So I have 9, then 10, then 2 13s. 13, 13. Oh, my smallest number was 6. Hope you caught that. Then after 13 would be 18. That's a comma. Okay. Oh, I gotta make that neater. It's gonna confuse people. There we go. So 6, 9, 10, 13, 13, 18. And then it looks like 22. 22. And then 27. And then 31. Then 34. And then 36. All right, hopefully I put those in order. Sorry about the messy handwriting, but you know how difficult it is writing with a mouse. I'm sure there's a better tool, but ain't nobody got time for that. If you don't understand what I just said, perhaps someday I should add subtitles, but today's not that day. Here we go. Okay, so I have my numbers up there. I think what I'll do is make this smaller so I can see everything. There. All right. So numbers are there. I don't need those marks anymore because I have my numbers up there. And now I can start answering these questions like, first question, what is the minimum number? Minimum number looks like it's going to be 6. Remember, minimum is the smallest number. Maximum is the largest. What's our largest number that we have here? 36. Remember, it's easy to start with quartile 2. And remember, quartile 2 is the median of your set of numbers. Median is middle. So this is the part where we say goodbye. So, goodbye, 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 goodbye. Would you look at that? My middle number is directly 18. So that is quartile 2. Let me put that here. Quartile 2 is 18. All right, so now that we have quartile 2, it makes it easier to figure out quartile 1. Okay, so if I figure out quartile 1, that means I'm going to take a look at all the numbers that are before the middle. That means all of these numbers are before the middle. And I find the median of that set of numbers. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. 10. 10 is the middle of that set of numbers, so that's what quartile 1 is going to be. And then last but not least, quartile 3 will be all the numbers that are after your middle number, which is here. And we find the median of this set. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Well, that was easy enough. Quartile 3 is going to be 31. Okay. Now this is the part that's actually new. All this we've been doing for quite a bit now, okay? So when we do our box and whisker plots, I think the easiest thing for us to do is to go ahead and plot the dots. Not exactly on the number line, but a little bit above it so we can do our drawings of box and whiskers. So again, I have no idea why they call it box and whiskers. I think it's a weird name. So our smallest number is a 6, so I'm going to plot where that 6 is. If that's 5, this is going to be a 6. And then I have a 36, that's 35, so this is 36. I have a 10. I have an 18. 15, 16, 17, 18, see that? And a 31, 30, 31. Our first thing to draw is a whisker. A whisker is going to connect, the first whisker is going to connect the minimum to quartile 1. The minimum is 6, quartile 1 is 10, draw a whisker. It's basically a straight line connected in dots. You know my drawings are not going to be straight. Don't even start talking about me. The next thing that we're going to do is draw the first box. The first box will connect quartile 1 to quartile 2. So that's 10 to 18. And draw a box. Okay? And now our next part will be for quartile 2. Quartile 2 will connect from quartile 2 to quartile 3, which is 31. Quartile 2 to quartile 3, here it is, 31. That was the bell in the background, so I'm going to have to pause this in a second. And our last whisker will connect quartile 3 to the maximum. So that's 31 to 36. 31 to 36, right about here. This, my friends, is a box and whisker plot. And what will happen with this is that it will be easier for us to answer questions about this set of data if you're looking at a box and whisker plot. All right, hold off that thought, and I will do the other one on the other side where it says S3 right here. And I'm going to do that next. All right, 8th graders, so now I'm going to work out the first problem on the second page, which is the other side of your worksheet. And it should be this, should have S3 up there in a corner. And here we go. Okay, so, this one has some decimals in it. Okay, so remember, don't let the decimals freak you out. We're going to first place the numbers in order. All right, let's see what I got. You see 70s, 90s, anything below 70? Nope. So I'm going to be in the 70s. My lowest number looks like it's 73. So I have 73. I'm going to put that right here. And then what else? I have a 79, 76.4. So 76.4, then 79. Okay, and then it looks like I'm free to go into the 80s. So my first one will be 80. And then I have an 88, an 85. That's it. So 85, then 88, 85, then 88. Sorry about sloppy handwriting. And then it looks like I'm going into the 90s. I have 91.7, 99, or 91.5, or 92. 91.7 is the smallest. Sorry, 91.5 is the smallest. So that's 91.7. 91.5 is smaller. 91.5, then 91.7. There you go. And then what else do I have in the 90s? I have a 99 or 92. So I'll go with 92, then 99. Now I'm in the hundreds. I have 107, 104, and 100. Start with 100, 107, excuse me, 104.8, 104. I'm going to have to move that. Hold on a second. Got to move my work over a little bit. There we go. .8 is where I left off. 104.8 and 107 being the highest. Sorry for it being sloppy, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what you're doing by now. And now I can go ahead and start filling in the chart. There we go. Let's make it this big. So using the numbers I placed in order, you see my smallest number is 73, minimum 73, maximum 107. Quartile 2, find a median for quartile 2. Let's say our goodbyes. Goodbye, goodbye. Watch your decimals. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. 91.5 is smack in the middle. Okay, so that means quartile 2 is 91.5. Now quartile 1 I can do. Remember, quartile 1 is the median of the upper half. Okay, so goodbye, 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 goodbye. Oh, I have an uneven number, so that means there's 2 in the middle because I have 2 on this side crossed off, 2 on that side. So I'm going to add and divide by 2. If I add and divide by 2, 79 and 80, you will get 79.5. Just remember, 79.5 is the halfway mark between the two. Okay, so now let me clear that up a little bit. Middle was right here, 79.5. 79.5. Okay, so now we're ready to do the other side. So that means we're going for here, down. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I have these 2. Add, divide by 2. You'll get what's right in the middle here. Boom. That's what I'm looking for. And you can tell and look at it that it's going to be 99.5. 99.5. Now you have all your numbers. You can start your box and whiskers plot. My first stop would be a 73. 1, 2, 3, 73. All righty. And then my largest number, 107. 5, 6, 7. There's 107. 79.5. This would be 79.5 would be halfway. And 91.5. 90. This is 91. 91.5. And then 99.5. This is 99. 99.5. All right. And then we have the first whisker connects the minimum to quartile 1. Minimum to quartile 1. The first box connects quartile 1 to quartile 2. Next box connects quartile 2 to quartile 3. Last whisker connects quartile 3 to the max. So there we go. Alrighty. So that's all it takes in order to make that box and whisker plots. And tomorrow I show you how to take these box and whisker plots and interpret them, be able to answer questions from them. All right, guys. It's been good. See you tomorrow.